So we're here in Santa Monica. Ironically, I come from Poland, he comes from Norway, and we're meeting up in Santa Monica. You're one of the key people in Norway EV revolution.
Yeah, originally I founded the Tesla Owners Club Norway, laid the groundwork for the website and the membership models, and
you said this is the first Tesla Owners Club, right?
Real Tesla Owners Club, that's registered.
Unsurprisingly.
Registered as an organization. And we also made a crowd-funded charging fund, making destination chargers to places where no others would want to make them because of the complexity of the roads in the country. Then later on I joined as a board member in the Norwegian Electric Vehicle Association. Time didn't really work out for both associations, so I chose to continue my work there and then leave the Tesla Club to the other board members.
But anyway, back then we were talking about, there was discussion about Norway phasing out some of the EV incentives, the access to the bus lanes, and that seems like that discussion's sort of grown a bit. What do you think? What is the situation going forward with Norway's incentives?
Unfortunately, they have removed some of it. They have revoked access to some of the HEV lanes, and they have they told us that the reason is because they're doing maintenance on a lot of tunnels, so that to make it easier for ambulances and police cars things like to get through rush hour traffic if anything happens. They had to cut out all the EVs.
Do you see this hurting EV sales much, or you think it's basically the market is mature enough that it's not going to dent it?
I think that HEV lane access and a toll road, you can drive a toll road for free, and I think that is something you don't really need anymore. Maybe a differentiated cost to pass through. But
and what about the VAT incentive? I mean, that's a huge incentive. Do you see that is sticking around?
That's the biggest incentive that keeps people from buying fossil cars.
I mean, it basically cuts the price in half, right?
For Tesla, it cuts it in half, yeah. But it depends. When you register a Tesla, it's registered with 94 HP. Even though it has, 700?
Right.
So if you were to calculate the taxes on the real life figures, it wouldn't really be that high. But if you calculate it using the traditional model from the manufacturer specified H-powers, then yes, it will cut it in half and even more for the ludicrous versions.
And those incentives, they're not going anywhere right now, right? I mean, they're
no, not now. They are right now. We are in discussing the different models that you could pursue for the future. It could be anything from a gradual rise in the VAT, or just increasing the price with the whole VAT, and then we're combating the pros and the cons for why and why not.
And I think last I saw, electric cars accounted for about 25% of new cars sold in Norway. Is that still the case?
It goes up and down from month to month between 20 and 25.
And the year before that it was like 13%. So it's basically, I've given it presentations in India and Canada where I've shown that Norway's EV sales growth is basically almost perfectly matching the S-curve, the exponential growth curve of disruptive technology.
Yeah.
So that seems to be the case, correct?
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to flatten out anytime soon. What I like to refer to as the neighbor effect has really great potential.
That was my next question.
I just moved in last year with a new street, 8 new houses on one side and still building on the other side. Brought my car, Model S, parked in the driveway. I never met as many neighbors as quick as I did. And it's almost all they talk about every time I see them. It's either there's something wrong on the tarmac, or how's your Tesla? Not how are you?
And I mean,
all buying electric cars like one by one.
I mean, generally speaking, my argument for the past few years has been that the number one barrier to electric car adoption is lack of awareness and experience. And the more people are aware and experience it, the quicker it'll grow. I've wondered in Norway, is that the same story? I mean, what is the story in Norway? Is that what is the lack of? Why is it 25%, not 50% right now?
Norwegians have always been quite jealous of the Americans because of the low car prices compared to ours. So that you get, say, a big V8 engine for the same price as lower engine. So people are kind of like stuck with wanting that big engine. So a lot of people are stereotypically, they want the big engine still that they always wanted since they were kids.
Yeah.
And they haven't really realized the potential of the electric engine.
So there's
Same
still a
power,
lack of
more
experience,
Yeah.
lack of like getting behind the wheel and saying, "Holy cow, this blows that."
Simple things like when I'm washing my car at the local gas station, ironically, you know.
Yeah, that's what he did a story on that. How he's got to go to the
Yes, you should wash the windows.
to wash the windows and
tires.
vacuum.
Yeah. When I washed my car there, say I think 2 weeks ago, there's another guy washing his car next to me, and he's like looking around, car in cars, is this electric? How is it really? How far can you go in a charge? How far can you go when it's cold? How far
That's
can you go
so
when you
funny
go
that there's
fast?
still those same questions in Norway.
And
I
I'm
would
like-
think that they were wiped out in Norway.
And I just tell him like, all right, sit down, get in, we'll take a spin.
Watch this
Right?
quick video.
Yeah, just go with me. You can drive.
Yeah.
And we go for a ride around the area. And when they get back, they're like,
I gotta get this.
doesn't really matter how far I can go,
Yeah,
as long as it goes.
Yeah.
So how many people have you let take test drives in your Tesla since you've
Wow, I
had it?
lost count. I don't really care as long as they have a driver's license and I'm with them.
And I remember
Just a car.
the politician was Ola Lef something. Ola was the first name. O-L-A.
Yeah. Like the
Former mayor of Oslo. Now he's. Okay. Anyway, we'll follow up on that.
Ola Borten Moe.
Yeah. That's the guy.
That's right.
So he was. Is he still quite a big proponent of electric cars there?
I don't live inside of Oslo, so I don't really follow the politics in Oslo area like that tight. I live 40-minute ride outside.
So you're excited to be in California, the home of Tesla, first time or no?
No, I've been here a few times before, yeah. So
Visiting Tesla or other things?
no, visiting America. Just
Just
hanging
visiting.
around.
Yeah.
I have bad memories from the street. Alcohol.
All right. Well, it's nice chatting. We'll definitely gotta. I think we gotta. Well, we gotta get over to Oslo. I definitely do some tour of Norway. So on the near the top of our list.